My name is Marco, and I'm going to talking about society and a person. First, society. The Mexican Revolution began on November 1910. This was the atmosphere that exists in the country. In early 1900, a name started reading in the political life of Mexico, Francisco Madero, who founds the Benito Juárez Democratic Club and later create a network of communication between the Circus Porfirian regime opponents. The revolution of 1910 sought to correct the course of nation in those ways. It was proposed liquidating the feudal, transform the country to industrial and technological. It depends cultural, economic, and political. Restore society to democracy. Make Mexico a modern nation without betraying its origins. The revolution wants Mexico to recover a truth of itself, to take off a social, political, and a cultural force independency in the real Mexico. Intellectuals also make a cultural revolution. Justo Sierra founded the university, thinking that the science and the reason were the only reliable handles for men, but only conceived as instruments to serve men and a nation. He says that the truth was not made or was absolute, but was divided into the truth of its science. Rebuilding that truth was one of the tasks of those days. Development of Mexico, like most countries in the 20th century, have been overwhelming. Mexico have important scientific and technological advance, and with them all the good and bad of modern civilization. While them, the person, in the revolution, people had a different way of thinking. Men still believed that the duty of the woman was in the kitchen and they shouldn't get out of there. By the early 20th century, it was still the Mexican machismo, where men abusing women also said that they had no rights. Well, the people in revolution have a different clothes. For example, men, the men have a typical blanket with pants, sheer-handed blanket, a hat, and they use they wear huaraches, and they had a machete as his weapon to defend themselves. Well, the transport in that period was by horse, a mula, or maybe in the train. A lot of people in that period didn't have education. In that time, the people didn't have their opinions. I mean, the people believe in what they heard, and they were no critical person. And then, in conclusion, reading a little bit about how society was in the Mexican Revolution, we can see that many things have not changed, that they're still there. For example, the machismo in Mexico has been since the Revolution of Mexico. Another example is the corruption and the violence. Well, then the things that change in the society of the Mexican Revolution are the different thing of thinking. I mean that the people in Mexico are more critical than the people in revolution. Now we can do our opinion about our government, our president, etc. The people from the revolution of Mexico changed a lot, and we have a different attitude.